Alright guys, I hope everybody's good. Um, it is about 4:15 a.m. on the 27th of September as I record this. Um, this isn't going to be classified vlog or any other of my offshoots that I do. This is just my takeaways from the ball show that was at the US Bank Arena in my hometown, Cincinnati, Ohio, on September 26th. Um, truth be told, alright, now I'm going to let you guys know a few things before I get started into this. I am not going to recap the entire show. Um, these are just things that I noticed there live that probably either didn't get shown on TV or might not have been picked up upon by the TV audience. So I'm going to go through those with you. And I am also um, going to actually do an unbagging for you guys, and you'll see why I call it an unbagging here in a minute. Um, but I'm gonna start with the thoughts on what went down. And like I said, this is going to be a recap of the entire show. It's going to pick and choose things to talk about. Um, so here we go. They did a Superstars taping first. Um, it was cool to um, see the tail end of Neville wrestling because I was at the loot shop um, during that, so I missed the Superstar taping except for the tail end of it. Um, but it was good to see Neville hit the Ray Arrow when I came back. So, and that's still one of the most beautiful moves I've ever seen performed live. Uh, then, then they went into um, the Raw taping. Now, for me, going into this, I meant to, at some point before today, get earplugs to take down there because the pyro, while it's cool to look at, my ears don't like it. Um, I'm not afraid of it. It's just my ears don't like it. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna be. um, but they really didn't do too much in the way of pyro at all. I heard Neville's when he came out for Superstars, but like I said, I wasn't actually in the arena for that, so I didn't get the full blast of Neville's pyro, which really isn't bad, even if you get a full blast of it anyway. Um, but I knew there were some guys that were on the show that were gonna have pyro that actually they didn't do pyro, so um, I kind of caught a small break there. Um, First thing I noticed, they started out with a U.S. title match, and from watching the playback, they did not show Rusev's promo before the match. That was done just as a dark segment, I guess, for the fans, and so it was kind of cool just to have that little something for us. But the match itself was pretty good. Roman Reigns, since he came back from the suspension for the wellness policy violation, has really stepped his game up and is having far, far, far better matches with people than he was before he left. The match timed it out, it went a legitimate, not a flubbed for TV, not a segmented for TV. It went, if you were in the arena, it went a legitimate 35 minutes. Opening bell for the match rang at 8:02. Closing bell rang at 8:37. 35 minutes. And I saw Rusev, who goes about 315, 20 pounds, fire a drop kick like he was a fucking cruiserweight, which was impressive as hell for me. Because you don't see a lot of bigger guys doing that. Also, I kind of noticed that, and I said this to Jen when he came out, when Roman first came out. I looked at Jen and I said, God damn, they really hate this shit out of this guy, don't they? And, you know, we both kind of looked at each other in kind of shock because, you know, I've seen, you know, all the hate and I've heard the flubbed in, you know, whatever, crowd reactions that they do. But, honest to God, man, when he first came out, there was probably, I'd say 60-40 people cheering for Rusev because, well, I don't know why, but, and then, if I compare that to when I watched the playback, it didn't sound like in the playback that Roman was getting booed that much at all. But if you were there live, he was getting booed out of the goddamn building. Now, people kind of warmed up to him towards the end of the match when they had the brouhaha, shall we say, that ended in the count out. So that's my kind of perspective on that. I fully expected to see a redo of the Sheamus Cesaro match from the pay-per-view last night, but Mick Foley came out and said nobody's better than anybody, nothing was proven, series ended up in a draw, which he thought was mathematically impossible, but due to the medical stoppage, it had to be called that way. He said he wanted to give them both championship opportunities, but they had to fight together. He gave them an opportunity at the tag straps. Now, the way this was set up, I thought, and Jen, Beck, and I kind of echoed the same thing. We kind of all three thought that whoever won the match between New Day and Gallows and Anderson would have to defend the titles either right after or later in the night against Cesaro and Sheamus, but no. So that didn't come across. That's the one thing that wasn't made really clear either in the arena or on TV when I watched the playback. So that's universal. That wasn't made real clear. Let me just say right now, Bayley is gorgeous. Okay, she is gorgeous. I love her to death. If Becky were on Raw with her and Sasha, I'd be on Women Overload, because those three are just catch me out to me. And was funny because almost as soon as Bayley's match started, um, and this happened with the Sheamus and Cesaro tag match too. As soon as both of those matches started, there were literally chains of "Let's Go Jobbers," and you're just gonna get people, fans trying to stir it, trying to root for the underdogs and guys that aren't supposed to win. But I thought it was funny. The enhancement talent were not in either case introduced to the live crowd, so we had no idea who the fuck they were until Becca looked it up on her phone when we got out of the arena to go home. What can I say about Sasha? Nothing that I haven't said before, so I'm gonna leave that alone. She was great. Proves that she is the class of this division. The cruiserweights, both in the tag match and the singles match, were just awesome to watch. It was just beautiful to watch for me. Because I grew up on, guys like Pillman, Liger, and Mysterio, and, smaller guys like that. So, this is awesome for me to watch, and they put on a show. TJ Perkins is one of the most fluid people I've ever seen in the ring, regardless of size, regardless of weight division. He's one of the most fluid people I've ever seen in the ring. Same thing goes with Cedric Alexander, and Rich Swann is just on another level. He is an entertainer. He can work, but he focuses on the entertainment side of things. But when he has to work, he can work really well. That's just my takeaway from that. What else did I want to cover? The highlight reel was kind of awesome because just Jericho can catch heat in a fucking blizzard. With that stupid list and the stupid idiot stick and all that stuff. Most surprising thing of the night to me was the pop that was heard when Angel and Cass came out for the main event. By far and away, and again, this didn't come across the same on TV, but if you were there live, by far and away, the biggest pop of the night was for the big man and the big mouth. So, which was cool for me because I love Endo and Cass. All in all, pretty good show. Fun time was had by all. No return date was announced as of yet, but I know Becca's gonna watch for dates. Jen's probably gonna watch for dates. I know I'm gonna watch for dates. And as soon as I see something or somebody sees something that alerts me to it, if I find a pre-sale date, I'll get them first day of pre-sale if I can, because you get them in pre-sale, you get them for the tickets are $30 cheaper or so. That's a good thing. Now, good time was had by all. Always good to be with who I will, to the end of time, call the baddest bitches in any building they walk into. second gen, enjoyed it, glad to teach a little bit. A little long for all of us, because, my back was killing me by the end of it. My butt was killing me by the end of it. Becca had mentioned that her ass was killing her. It was a little long, but it's a Raw, so you expect that. Now, for the unbagging part of this, and as for why I'm calling it an unbagging and not an unboxing, well, simple. See, this shit ain't a box. It's in a bag. So, I got 3 shirts. I always do. Whenever I go to wrestling, I take $100 to get 3 shirts, and that's just the way I roll. Now, the first shirt I got was an alternate idea, because I was going to get a Bayley shirt, but the guy at the stand told me that they were out of a large in the Bayley shirts that they had, so Jen was able to get one, but they told me that they were out of the large in the Bayley stuff, so this was my alternate. There's the back, KO, and here's the front, Kevin Owens show in the old school Raw is War logo scheme. Awesome to have. Next, we got the shirt for the legit boss of the Raw Women's Division, Sasha Banks. There is the front, and here is the back with the shutter shades. Again, another awesome shirt to have. And last, but certainly not least, by any amount of imagination, throw that bag down here. We got the Certified G's Enzo and Cash shirt. There's the back. And that is the end of our unbagging. So, 3 shirts, 3 hours and 15 minutes, not to have to think about anything. Good company, good times. Yeah, I'd say it was a good night. Can't wait for them to come back, because you know I'll be there. I don't care what I have, what strings I have to pull, what rabbit I have to pull out of my ass. I'm gonna get there, because I can't not go, because it's the only place I feel like I really belong. So, that's that. That's my live perspective from Raw. Just on a few things and the unbagging. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I love you guys. I will be back with more later, and expect another 3 vlogs, 2 clicks type of deal, because I have 2 Mikey's Top 5s recorded that I'm going to put in one post, and then I'm going to do finally, I'm going to try to do sometime this weekend the um, long overdue news that has a never-ending list of topics because I wrote down shit even when I wasn't feeling like doing anything there for like a month. So that should be out soon. Again, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being a part of this. And I love y'all. Peace.